Assalamu alaikum. Hope everyone is doing great and it's winter, so everybody is on the holiday. Well, making the most of the time, I'm just grabbing this chapter 7 linear equation, that is from your book 1, grade 6. So, I'm going to explain chapter. So, here we are going to cover 1 till 7 inshallah ta'ala in this very video, so that we can have better explanation and have better understanding. So, what are linear equation? First, we have to understand a linear equation is a math sentence that shows equality sign and has a variable that is an unknown one. So, we have to find out that unknown one. So, in order to find out the variable, we are going to pick up question number 1 from your very own book, page 169. That is an exercise 7a. The first question is about x plus 8 is equals to 15. Acha, here we have two of the methods which we are going to adopt here. First of all, we are going to change the signs from right hand side to left hand side, or left hand side to right hand side, so it will change. If it is a plus, then it will be a minus on the right hand side, and if it is a negative on the left hand side, so it will be a positive on the right hand side of the sign of equality. This is the first method we are going to follow, and here is a simple answer for the unknown x, that is 15 minus 8 equals to 7. So we are gathering all the knowns and the unknowns together to make it simple for us. So this is the first question. This is the first method of which we have just done the solution with. Now the second solution I am going to tell you is as well easy, but mostly we adopt this kind of way to solve the simple questions. That's an easy one as well, and I hope that you will get the concept of that method. So here we are going to write the same question. I'm going to subtract the 8 on both sides. We have positive 8, so we are going to do the alternate sign with. Okay. So here we have plus 8, so we will write negative 8 on both sides. If it was negative 1, we will continue with the positive 8. Okay. So this is how we get the answer for the same question with both methods. Either way you feel easy, you can go with. Both are correct completely. Okay. So all that you have to focus is to put the signs correctly, put the knowns on the proper place and the unknowns as well. So then you in that case you will get the same answer. So we are going to gather all the knowns and the unknowns together. Well, here 3x minus 7 equals to 4 minus 8x. So first I'm going to write 3x minus 7 and plus 7 equals to 4 minus 8x plus 7. I have just done adding 7 on both sides, right? So here alternate sign and same number cancelled, gone. 4 and 7 are both positive, so it will be 11 and negative 8. So I'm going to put the knowns and the unknowns on the respective sides. So here again we are going to add 8x, since it is a negative 1, so I am going to put the alternate sign, so it will be 8x on both sides. So negative and positive will be vanished. Here it is 11. So if it is being multiplied, on the other hand, you know that it will be divide. So we are dividing 11 by the numbers by 11 on both hands. So 11 and 11 gone with 1. So x equals to 1. This is the answer. Alright, the other method for this same question, we are going to have the answer unique answer as 1 as well. So here I am going to write the question. As you can see that adding 3 and 8 we get 11, 4 and 7 makes 11 again. So on the other hand x equals to 11 upon 11, since it is being multiplied, on the other hand it will be divide. Same unique answer, x is equals to 1. So both methods are perfectly correct. You can go with either of the method, it's up to you. Now next question 3 is 2 bracket x plus 3 equals to 8. So here we have Toy Story. We already know that bracket means multiply. We have to multiply the numbers inside with the number written outside, that is 2. So 2 times x is 2x and 2 3 times is 6. Each and every component will be covered with the number outside. So here we have only two components, x and 3, that is. So it is 2x plus 6 equals to 8. So 6 is positive, on the other hand it will be negative, or either you can write both side, you can subtract 6. Okay. So here we will write the full equation. 2x plus 6 minus 6 and equals to positive 8 negative 6. Let me correct it. Alright, so positive 6 and negative 6 alternate sign, same number will be cancelled out. 8 minus 6 it will be 2. So on now the equation is simple. 2 is being multiplied here with x, so we are going to divide it, right? On the other hand it will be divide simply, or you can just go with the two numbers, divide both equations or both side with 2. So it will be simple. 2 divided by 2 it will be 1 on both hand. Here let me make it precise so that you can understand while you are copying it. So it will be only x equals to 1 with this method. Another method we are going to do, simply put the 6 on the right hand side. So it will be positive to negative. So 2x equals to 8 minus 6, it will be 2, and x equals to 2 by 2, that is 1. Simple. So either way you go will be the correct answer, inshallah ta'ala. You can adopt any of the method. So moving towards question number 3, I'm picking up part G. We have two brackets on either of the sides of the equation. As you know that you are going to multiply this 5 with all the components written inside the bracket, whether it's variable or a constant number. So I'm writing the equation again to make it simpler for you. 5 times b and 5 times 6, then 2 times 3b and 2 times 4, right? Sign of b is positive, sign of 6 is positive, there 3b is positive but 4 is negative. So keeping that in sequence, 2 4s are 8 but negative 8. Definitely you have to keep that in mind. First you have to multiply sign, then you have to multiply coefficients, then you have to multiply the variables. This is the order. First sign multiplies. So here in this equation we have like negative plus positive. We will write negative. 2 5 times is 10 and c remain 2c remains same, right? So this is the order, this is the sequence, and I was telling you just a general equation, just a example. Now 5b, you know that is an unknown one, 6b another unknown. So shifting it, it will become positive to negative, then negative 8 will remain same on its place. 30 is positive, so it will come after negative 8. Do not change the places of the numbers when they are written previously. They are already there. Negative 8 was there. Alright, so 5 minus 6, 6 is a bigger number, sign of a greater number, it will be simply b but with negative sign. Negative 8 and negative 30, it will be 38, but of course with the negative sign, you know that sign of a greater number. Negative negative gives you always positive. Same sign always give you positive, but alternate sign always give you negative. Keep that in mind. So it will be positive 38. This is how it becomes a positive. Why? Because b has a coefficient of negative 1. Alright. 4a, jumping towards 4a, it has a fraction in it. You remember that in previous chapters we have already dealt with mixed numbers and propers and improper fractions. If you haven't remember that, then you can go through with my previous videos. So I'm just changing it directly. 7y minus 11 upon 4, and 7y we know that the denominator is 1. So 4 and 1, the LCM will be 4 of course. So it will be 7 4 times is 28. Y, don't forget the variables please. 11 upon 4, and half will remain same. And I'm showing you this the LCM. So it will be 28y minus 11. So 4 is in the denominator, that is being divided. On the other hand, it will be multiply. Right? So I'm shifting the 4 on the right hand side to the knowns, so that it will become 4 by 2. So just explaining divide to multiply and multiply to divide. So it is simply times by half. So 28y minus 11, it will be 2. Negative 11 is here, so I am shifting it over there. It will be positive, and positive 11 plus 2, it will be 13. Simple. You have already done it. So it is 13. Y equals to 28 is being divided. On the other hand, it will be, sorry, it is being multiplied. On the other hand, it will be divide. So that's the simpler answer. Nothing to cancel. Why? Because it is a proper fraction. We cannot help it out more further. So leaving this answer here, it's a unique one. Now jumping towards question number 5, and I'm picking up E part, that is a decimal one. Decimal has a simple thing that we have to just keep the decimal point in alignment, right? So 2.7 here with negative sign, and variable is only 1. So it is simply we have to add them together and get the answer for the variable. So now for the evaluation, negative 6.44 will remain same, and that was negative, so it will become positive. Alignment should be in highly consideration. 2.7 negative and positive, so it will be sign of a greater number. Alternate sign always give you negative, so we have done the operation as negative but sign of a greater number, so we got 3.7 as the value of A. Now solving it with the other method, again you can write minus 6.4 and plus 2.7, since it was an alternate sign, so taking plus. So again we got 3.7 with negative sign. Simple. I hope that you have understood the methods completely. These are the questions we have already gone through. These are the similar ones, step by step. I have already explained. Same way you are going to solve them. This is the very first question of 4, and which I have already done. Now 7. I'm telling you that these some of the questions are same, like 3 and 4. So it will not be a problematic exercise, inshallah ta'ala. Here 2 upon x equals to 4 upon 5. So we are going to just cross multiply, shifting the knowns and the unknowns again. So 5 is in the denominator, it will be in the numerator on the other hand side, hand side, then 2 5s are 10 it will be, and 4 will be with x. So 4 is being multiplied, on the other hand it will be divided, so it will be a 5/2 ratio. So we are going to write in the improper form because it's a in a mixed number, because it's a improper fraction. 2 whole 1/2, this is the same answer. I hope that it is easy for you. Simple. We have just multiplied 2 with 5 because it was known, right? So divide being multiplied, then 4 was in the numerator, so it will be in the denominator after that. Similar for question number 7, I am adopting the same manner. We have to do with cross multiplication. 3 12 we will write, and I have written 2 multiplied by y minus 1 for you already. So 12 times 36, 12 times 3 is 36, and 2 being multiplied with y, and then 1. So knowns and unknowns together. 36 plus 2 equals to 2 of y. Since it was negative over there, so it is now positive, so it will be 38 equals to 2y, and now y is being multiplied, on the other hand 2 is going to divide 38. Simple. Y will remain alone. 2 1 times 3, and it will be 9, then 19. Y equals to 19. I'm just verifying it for you. Where there is a y in the question, just put y equals to 19. So 19 minus 1, it will be 18. 12 upon, we will write 18 here. So on simplification, 6 2s are 12, and 6 3 times is 18. So 2 by 3 and 2 by 3 equals to 1 by 1. That is proved. 1 equals to 1. Alright, so we have covered 1 2 3 4 till question number 7 completely from exercise 7.1. So with this, I'm going to end up this video. Stay tuned for 7b, inshallah ta'ala. Leave your comment if you have any kind of confusion with this. I'll be waiting for your feedback, inshallah. Take care and stay tuned for exercise 7b, inshallah ta'ala. Allah Hafiz.